Okay, now I will be calling somebody, or if you want to volunteer, I appreciate it. Okay, can you think of insights or some learnings about our previous discussion, no? Para at least somehow ma-refresh natin ano yung previous lesson natin. Okay? Who would like to do some recap? I think si Sheena May, gusto niyang mag-recap. Sheena May, what have you learned last time? Or what were the concepts that were imprinted on your mind pagdating sa, di ba yung topic natin last time was values education, a challenge, values education, trust, a challenge to Philippine education. Ano yung mga pulot mo doon or mga bagay na naaalala mo na?
Um, yung naalala ko po ma'am yung values po. Ito po yung values po nag-start sa sarili po natin. Tayo po yung nag nagdedesisyon kung ano ang dapat nating gawin, kung susundin ba natin ng tama o pipiliin natin gawin ng mali. Tapos po, yung values nag-e-enhance din ng life natin at ng ibang tao. Kung sino yung nakakasalamuhan natin, kung magagawa natin ng good deeds, edi ma-inspire natin sila and pwede nilang ma-adapt sa atin kung ano yung nagawa natin.
Okay, that's a very good start, Shinami. Okay, values is subjective. It's up to you, ne? It's on your own choices. These are the things you choose and the things you act upon. Okay. How about Mary Jane? Mary Jane, according to Lovely Jean, why values, may nagsabi po na wag natin isipin yung pansaring interest. Yes, we have to know how to subordinate our personal interest, no, for the sake of greater good. Okay? Thank you, Lovely Jane. How about Mary Jane? Lovely Jane, Mary Jane. Siguro, it would be better every time we have our discussion that you also bring out your notes, notebooks, ball pen or pencil para at least makapag-jot down kayo ng mga notes ninyo. Okay? Mary Jane?
Ma'am, choppy po yung signal. Ano po ulit yun? Hindi ko naintindihan.
Yung ano mo dear, naaalala mo regarding our previous discussions, we are
Ma'am,
having our recall or review of our first lesson.
natagal din po natin
Sino ang
last...
Chucky? Ako or ikaw?
Ma'am, parang yung signal ko po. Ewan. Ma'am, Ma'am, yung last topic po natin pinag-usapan din po natin yung constitutional about po dun sa GMRC.
Okay, that parang 'di ba we've talked about the institutionalization of GMRT. And one of the support bakit kumbaga na-entrench or na-integrate ang GMRT into the basic education curriculum is because of the support it got from the preamble or is stated from our own institution. Institution or constitution. Okay? Okay ba yun, Mary Jane?
Yes, ma'am.
Mukhang nahihirapan sa signal. May I just read RJ's answer? Naalala ko po, and tumatak sa akin ng recent lesson po is ang center ng values education po ay man. Tama. Human po kasi sila po yung highlight on how a person think, feel, act, ethically po, ma'am, sabi niya. Diba, kumbaga, if you will really think or you will try to contemplate what is the center of all the human activities in our society, in our community, in the nation, in the world. What is the nucleus of those activities? It's us. Tayong mga tao. Bakit tayong mga tao? Because a nation's development, country's development, a barangay's development, or could I say, it goes hand in hand with person's development. So, vice versa yan. Kung maganda ang personal development ng mga citizens, siyempre, sumasabay din ang kanyang community, society. Ganun din kapag nagiging progressive na ang community, magre-return din yan sa mga ibibigay niyang mga services sa citizens niya or yung mga tao doon sa komunidad na yan or society na yan. Okay, that's good, RJ. Kaya man is the center. Okay? Putol-putol ka to. Try kong mas ilabas yung aking laptop. Wait lang ha. I will try to adjust. Okay lang ba napatayin ko ang aking camera? Hello? Para baka sakaling makatulong.
Yes, ma'am, okay lang po.
Okay lang po.
Sige. How about this one? Am I clearer, audible? Or hindi pa rin nakalabas na sa bintana tong aking laptop?
Medyo
Kulang
okay
pa
na po,
ba?
ma'am.
Or putol-putol pa rin?
Okay na po,
Wait
ma'am.
lang, patungan ko pa nga ng isa para mas tumaas siya. Okay. Isa pa, according to Guemo, tumakbo sa akin, ma'am, is napaka-importante po ng GMRC subject sa curriculum ng mga Pilipino. Kaya dapat tayo mga guro, ituro natin ang GMRC ng mabuti. Yeah? Maglaan talaga tayo ng oras dito at maging good role model tayo sa mga estudyante natin. Yeah, it's very important that you utilize your academic or instruction time sa GMRC. Huwag nyo akong gayahin during my time that kumbaga inadapt ko what is the practice ng mga nakikita ko that when it's time for GMRC, no, mas ginagawa namin mag-connect or something, and then kapag may natirang oras, we just kumbaga direct to the point na ng pagtuturo ng GMRC. No, parang what I want you to learn is that try to teach GMRC in a more engaging, more creative, more academic way para sa mga bata. Para hindi rin ma-imprint sa utak na nila na it's just a GMRC subject. Parang wala siyang way, walang bigat, okay? Walang heavy, walang emphasis, walang importance, no? We have to instill in them that at early age, GMRC as a subject is also vital, just like the academic subjects na yung mga major subjects, English, science, mathematics, mga ganyan. Okay? And also for NITIRI, naalala ko po last discussion ay kung ano ang kahalagahan ng GMRC sa curriculum natin. at tumatak sa akin na kung ano ang values na tumatak sa atin simula pagkabata ay isang malaking foundation. Yes, it's your framework, no? Sa kung magiging sino tayo sa present at in the future. Okay, how about let's check my notes. Um, asan na yun? Wait lang. Could you remember or recall how was GMRC institutionalized? Meron pa si sa 14, basahin ko lang Ma'am, sa akin po is that every child is different upbringing by their parents, correct? Kaya iba-iba din po ang mga values na kinagisnan nila. Isa po sa dahilan nito ay poverty. Kaya nga, when you want to understand uh, an individual's actions or decisions in life, doon sa ating notes noon, di ba? You have to journey back to one's family. Okay? Now, try to recall how was GMRC institutionalized or became part of the curriculum. Lang haba. Kay Ida Marie, ma'am, yung sa akin po ang tumatakbo sa akin yung part namin mga teachers as well as second parent ng mga bata. Yeah, your loco parentis role sa pag-grow nila not only in wisdom but also in character. Katulad po nung nasa video na pinanood last time, we can't deny the fact na meron tayong responsibilidad sa pagmamold ng values nila. Tama. Okay? Sige, sa question ko kanina, on my second question, could you recall how was GMRC institutionalized? What was the law restoring GMRC to be part of our curriculum? Yeah, it's 1147-6 or the Values Education, GMRC and Values Education Act, which was signed by Duterte when? Kailan ba sinay ni Duterte yon?
June 25, ma'am, 2020.
June 25, 2020. It replaces what subject in basic education?
ESP po.
Ano ang i-replace ng subject? ESP. Okay, tama. Now, I will ask you, what are the four themes of this GMRC? What are the four themes? You could recall. And we often recite this. Okay, what are the four themes? Pwedeng in Filipino, pwedeng in English. Ayan, nag-browse yata sila ng lesson nila. Kaya ano yung naaalala nyong four themes? Yeah, we have there the English and Filipino terms. Valuing self, others, one's country, and valuing God. Or makabayan, makakalikasan, makatao, at makabansa. Yan, thank you very much for your answers. And then, could you recall what was the focus of GMRC subjects under elementary level? What was the focus of GMRC under elementary level? Ano ba yung focus? Di ba I've mentioned what's the focus under the secondary and under elementary level? Ano kaya yung focus nila? Anybody? Caring for oneself. Yeah, Ariel ka. Early ka, yan, to do moral and ethical decisions. And parang na-level up lang yun sa secondary level, which is ethical decisions plus, ano yung plus niya? Moral and ethical decisions. Okay. May plus yun. Ano kaya yung plus niya? Honesty, respect for others, more. Kasi that would fall under moral and ethical actions or decisions. Okay, the focus for the secondary level is ethics plus career guidance. May career guidance na po sa secondary. Okay. Another one, secondary level, what could be the medium of instruction for teaching GMRC?
Mother tongue po, ma'am.
MTT,
MTE.
MLT. Okay, mother tongue-based multilingual education. Okay, ang mother tongue is being used for elementary level, kinder to grade 3. Okay? How about try to conceptualize your personal definition of values? What is your personal definition of values? Nasabi na kanina, values is subjective. Okay, aside from being subjective, values. April, May, could you share to us your definition of values? April, May. Okay, so would like to help April, May further. If you find it difficult to craft your own definition of values education, perhaps you could mention the essential concepts or key concepts that were retained to you from our previous discussion. What were your key words in understanding values? Gina, Antonio. Values help us grow and develop. Okay, thank you, Margie. Ma'am, mahina daw po signal ni April. Wala daw po sa naririnig. Oh, sad to say. How about Gina?
Ma'am.
Yes. Sino yun? Hindi ko nakita. Sino po yun? Individual beliefs? Yes. Michelle? Tama?
Ma'am, para po sa akin, yung values is, yun po yung pinaka-heart of educational system po.
It's the heart of the educational system. Well, values are inherited. It can be inherited, but of course, no, Maricel, you have your own freedom to choose what values would you would you live upon. Okay? Pwede ka kasing ma-under influence ng family mo, no, but still, no, it is subjective, nasa iyo pa rin kung baga papahalagan mo yung values na yun. Values are guide for our human behavior. Yes. Values are also set of ideals and principles by which man lives, di ba? Based on our lecture. And values, ano na yung isa? Kalimutan ko na, wait lang. Values refers to the major priorities that one chooses to act on. And yung nasabi kanina, it enhances one's life and the lives with whom that person associates with. Okay? So, on the first lesson, we have discussed how essential is values in our education system as Filipinos, and we have also got a brief preview on how the GMRC or character education institutionalized or was entrenched in our curriculum, and we also discussed the different meanings of values education, and we also identify what should be the center of values education. Okay, for this afternoon, we will be starting with our unit 2. Okay, I will be start my presentation. Wait lang. I will start my presentation. Oops. Mhm. Okay. Okay lang ba tong size na to? Readable po ba siya?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Um, we will discuss this afternoon the values
Yes, ma'am.
education program. What is the framework for this values education program? Okay, these are our objectives. Discuss how does GMRC introduce in our school system. Actually, we have already recalled this one, and name the goals and objectives of GMRC, and then state the principles and guidelines of GMRC, as well as recognize values, conceptual framework, and philosophy of GMRC. Now, before we proceed, di ba we have already know how important is values education for us. Now, try to imagine our school, no, that every school was religiously implementing values education program, or they are strictly and rigorously implementing values education program. How could you describe now the learner and how does it affect our community? If and only if each school in our country is, kumbaga, realizing the real importance of values education, and they are religiously, ibig sabihin it's kumbaga rigorously embedded in our curriculum, na talagang may practice, it is being delivered with a quality education. Try to imagine or try to describe the learners and how does or how do they affect the community. Okay, can I call somebody? RJ. RJ.
Ma'am, hello po.
Yes, RJ.
Ma'am, ano po yung tanong? Medyo choppy po sa akin, ma'am.
Okay. Imagine our school or every school in our country religiously implement values education program. How could you describe the learners and how do they affect the community?
Ma'am, para sa akin po, kung ganun po, in-implement po yung values education sa ating country po, siguro po magkakaroon po tayo ng mas organized and well-disciplined po ng mga students and mga learners po. And as well po sa community natin, mas organized po tignan na may values po, may moral. And yung asal po ng mga tao is marunong po silang makipagkapwa-tao ng may acceptance po sa bawat isa kasi alam po nila yung difference nila, and alam din po nila kung ano po yung pagkakamali nila. So yun po yung nai-imagine ko, ma'am. Magkakaroon po ng maayos po na country as well as the community po kapag ipapa-implement po yung values education po sa ating country.
Diba? Parang that's a very nice thought or that's kumbaga a very pleasing imagination. Kung i-imagine mo that your country is a composite of disciplined and well-mannered citizens. Pero in reality, in our country, yes, we have many good citizens, well-mannered citizens. But no, there are also an ample number of citizens na talagang walang pakialam sa ibang tao. Okay? And through values education, no, starting in their early years, no, we could try to prevent that or we could help not to worsen that situation in our country. Siguro nga hindi ko alam kung paano natin ma-restore or mas kumbaga mapa-strengthen pa ang values nating mga Filipinos because there are many contributory factors to be considered in cultivating or molding one's values. Most especially kapag ang kalaban natin dyan ay poverty or safety and security. Ayan, talagang meron at merong mga values na i-desert ng mga tao or they are willing to give up. Okay? Okay. Let's start this values education program. The content of what we will be studying this afternoon was lifted from DEC, Department of Education. Okay. Since wala pang recent na guideline talaga, ang DEC pa lang ang ginagamit. So, ito muna yung gagamitin natin and let's just try to relate it at present scenario para mas maintindihan natin, no? And of course, to make it more relevant. Okay. Values education, the Department of Education, Culture, and Sports provides and promotes values education at all three levels of education system. Ano ba yung sinasabing three levels of education system na dyan? Can you name what are the three levels mentioned? What are the three levels of education system? Kasi minsan, nagiging topic din yan sa lab para mas, maging aware kayo. What are three levels of education system na ng Pilipinas? Primary, secondary, tertiary. O, tignan mo, medyo iba-iba yung sagot niyo. Basic, tertiary, TESDA. According to three levels of education system during the DEC time, okay, elementary, secondary, and then tertiary. Ang primary kasi, pwedeng grade 1 to grade 3 lang siya. Tapos yung grade 4 to grade 6, yun yung tinatawag natin intermediate. Tama? Kaya the more appropriate term for that is elementary. Okay? And then we have the secondary and then the tertiary level. Yung binabanggit ni Elijah Alamillo na TESDA, that is the trifocalization of Philippine education system. Na, kumbaga, you have the DepEd, the CHED, and the TESDA. They are the ones who are responsible to offer education to different types of clientele. Pero hindi kasali ngayon diyan ang TESDA. When we talk about the 3 levels of education system, it's elementary, secondary, and then tertiary. Okay? And ayan, it provides and promotes values education mula elementary hanggang college for the development of persons committed to the building of just and humane society na naka-reflect sa ating Constitution and an independent and democratic nation. Now, let's try to look at the framework and the rationale. Value, okay, one definition of values again, value is a thing that has value when it is perceived as good and desirable. Now, for it to be considered value, it must be pleasing for us, no? We should perceive it as good and desirable. Now, in the 21st century, what do you think are the things that matter? Sorry. What are the things that matter? Or what are the things that have value? Sige nga, ano yung sa 21st century? Sa tingin nyo, ano na yung mga may value? Kasi sabi niya dito, food, money, housing have value because they are perceived as good and the desire to acquire them influences attitudes and behavior. Technology, yeah. Meron talaga siyang value, no? Because we are living in the 21st century. Well, basically, no, kung titignan mo tong mga values na ito, they are just superficial. They are not so, kumbaga, they are not so vital. Although vital naman yung money, housing, pero there are more, ang tawag nito, I couldn't find the appropriate term. There are more meaningful values that we want to acquire as individuals. Kasi kapwa, our culture, yes. No? So, anong sinasabi niya dito? Since food, money, we want big houses, we want cars, we want to have branded clothing, bags, shoes, no? We value them because as individuals, we perceive them as good and desirable. There are those individuals who value more their jewelry rather than their relationship with other people. May mga ganyan. Okay? Since nasabi natin, values is subjective, nasa atin pa rin yan. Okay. But sabi niya dito, not only material goods, no, because food, money, housing, your sports car, your 10-hectare land, or your most tawag nito, or your limited version of laptop, cell phone, or anything pa na bagong-bago yan, no? Those are just superficial values. No? Those are just material values. Sabi niya dito, not only material goods, but also ideals and concepts are valuable. And these are these ideals and concepts are abstract. Like, for instance, truth, honesty, justice. These are abstract. But sabi nga dito, if truth is valuable for one, therefore, no, it shall command your inner commitment, which then reflects on your actions, on your daily speech, on how do you deal with other people. Ayan. Kasi you believe that good is, that truth is good and desirable, therefore you act on it, and it influences your attitude, behavior. Okay? You value honesty, and you hate people who are dishonest. Ayan. And another one, ito, values are the basis of judging what attitudes and behavior are correct and desirable, and which are not pleasing, or which are not nice. Okay. Kaya nga, sabi niya, it is crucial. It is of critical importance, no? That, ayan, there should be an appropriate framework as well as a strategy for providing the context and operational guidelines for implementing a values education program. There must be a framework, a guideline, so that every educator will be guided well on how to implement values education program. Kasi sabi nga dyan, these are the basics of judging what attitudes are pleasing and which are opposite. No? Kaya kailangan natin ng strong values education framework. Sabi niya pa dito, values education framework hereby suggested is designed to translate, ayan, values from the abstract into practical. Since we know that most values are abstract, no, the role of values education now, or values education framework, is to make those abstract concepts like truth, justice, freedom, love, care, into a more concrete manner. Ibig sabihin, nakikita natin, nadadama natin, ayan, in a practical, they are being reflected in your actions, in your decisions in life. It's not enough that you internalize them, but it should also, ang sabi niya dyan, translate into action. Okay? The importance of this is underscored or underpinned by the fact that values, when defined in book or in classroom or discussed at the family table, tend to be abstract. Di ba? Kasi hindi natin siya nahawakan. Although we have the concept, but ayan, values such as discipline and the concern for the poor are ineffective, no, unless they are internalized, and of course it must transcend into our actions. Therefore, there is a need for values education that is meaningful and effective. Values education. Values education as part of curriculum. Guys, mabagal ba or sakto lang yung pacing natin? Okay lang po ba? Just inform me, ha? Hello, can somebody answer? Is our pacing okay? Or am I talking too fast, too slow?
Ma'am, okay lang po.
Okay lang po.
Okay lang, sige. Basta sabihan niyo lang ako, ha? Okay, values education as part of the curriculum is the process, okay, by which values are formed in by the learner. Take note, under. Kaya nga, nasa curriculum natin siya. because values education experiences or learning activities, uh, should be under your guidance as their teacher. And aside from that, eto napapasok yung hidden curriculum, the way you interact with your environment, with your peers, with your classmates, or those unintended or not explicitly taught to you by your teacher. Okay, that's values education. Again, values education as part of the school curriculum is the process by which values are formed in the learner under the guidance of the teacher. Ibig sabihin, these values education could be directly or explicitly taught to you by your teacher. And it could be implicit or unintended or not directly taught to you because these are the values you've learned from your interaction with your environment or with your school or with your peers, with your friends, with your teacher, which is not part of the curriculum per se. Okay? But it involves not just any kind of teaching learning process. First of all, the subject matter itself. Okay. Values have direct and immediate relevance to the personal life of the learner. So, parang in crafting what are the essential values to be discussed or to be part of the curriculum should be uh, should be chosen based on its relevance to the learners and to the community. Okay? Another one, second, the process is not just cognitive. We've also mentioned this before, no? But values education should cater the total human person, all the domains and aspects of human person, not just his intellectual functioning. And then third, one learns values the way children learn many things from their parents. No, children identify with parents, and this identification becomes the vehicle for transmission for learning, be it the way you talk or the way you demonstrate your actions or your values to your kids, to your children, or we have to remember that teachers, we are the second parents of our students, and that's our local parentis role as teacher. Therefore, teachers' personal values play an important role in the values learning of the students. We have to be morally upright. We have to show what are the ideal ways of living. We should live a life guided by good principles, mga bagay na ganon. Kasi nga, one learns values the way children learn from their parents. Now, let's move on to the goals and objectives of values education program. Values have a social function, definitely, because if you possess common values, you are united, di ba? Kaya nga kailangan nating ma-practice ang respect, tolerance, because we are living differently. We are unique individuals, but definitely, we could have common values, and it will help us to be united as citizens. These are essential to democratic way of life, which puts a high premium on freedom and the rule of law. That is why shortly after the Revolution of February 1985, if I'm not mistaken, yung EDSA ito, February 25 yata, February 25, 1986, no? Nagkaroon tayo ng EDSA Revolution and the DEC made values education and primary thrust, a primary objective, a primary concern of the country. Bakit? Because, no, after this EDSA revolution, kumbaga, nakalaya ang mga tao from the long time, ito yung dictatorship ni Marcos, tama. So, ibig sabihin, parang our country is somewhat in dispute, unstable, and kumbaga, our country is chaotic. And parang one strategy made by Corazon Aquino was to restore the values among the citizens of Filipino para makabangon tayo. Parang ganun kasi na Filipinos were abused, nasaktan sila, kailangan natin yon para kumbaga ma-restore natin yung values ng lahat ng Pilipino. Hindi lang yung nabubuhay sila sa takot or somehow they might have forgotten what are their proofs dahil sa experience nila noong martial law. Okay, let's go to the goal. To provide and promote values education at 3 levels, yun na yung sinabi natin, elementary, secondary, and tertiary, for the development of persons committed to the building of a just and humane society and independent and democratic nation. Okay, now what are the objectives of this values education program? Okay, the proper implementation of the program will develop Filipinos who are self-actualized, meaning you know what are your skills, your inclinations, and you were able to develop those potentials, no? Imbued with sense of human dignity, no? You know how to cherish your dignity as an individual. It's not enough that you have your skills, you develop your skills, pero kung na-lost mo yung dignity mo, wala din silbi. Kaya nga, you must be endowed, you must be, you must be inculcated with sense of human dignity. And another one, ayan, Filipinos who are social beings with a sense of responsibility not only for themselves but for their community and for their environment. Yun nga, you should be Filipinos who are willing to subordinate your personal interest for the sake of your community, for the sake of your environment. Okay? Self-actualized, social being with sense of responsibility. Another one, Filipinos are productive persons. Okay, who contribute to the economic security and development of family and the nation. Okay, meaning, for instance, seller ka, productive kasi nakakabenta ka dyan. You are a businessman. But if you are not paying your taxes, are you contributing for our economic security, development? No. Diba? But if you are paying those taxes, like for us teachers, no, we are monthly paying our contribution, our responsibility for our country, for our taxes. And you know what? Pag makikita ninyo or malalaman nyo kung gaano kalaki ang tax na binabayaran natin, malaki po siya. Malaki ang nababawas sa sahod natin because of the tax na sana ay nagagamit ng gobyerno natin sa mga projects nila ng tama, no? So, another one, as citizens Filipinos have the deep sense of nationalism and are committed to the progress of nations as well as the entire world community through global solidarity. I don't know kung napapansin niyo, pero ako, I often witness this um, this high level of nationalism among Filipinos kapag may laban si Pacman dati. Parang Filipinos are they are solidly united because of that. Kapag may laban na si Pacman, makikita mo, di ba, the crime rate, bumababa yan, even the traffic in the city, wala, even nga dito sa ating mga barangay, walang magpapasada kapag lumalaban noon si Pacman. Okay. Pero, uh, try to look to the other side of the coin. Bakit kaya parang feeling ko nawawala yung sense ng nationalism natin when we try to, ang tawag nito, when we try to favor more other countries na feeling natin ay because they are imported, we are inferior and they are the ones na superior. Parang nawawala na yung commitment natin for, although we are committed for progress, pero parang nababawasan yung commitment natin na ibigay yung best natin because we are looking into ourselves as somehow a little bit inferior from them, parang ganun. I don't know kung you have your same thoughts or other thoughts, no? Or perhaps you might want to chat your idea para ma-enrich natin yung ating discussion. So I could, kumbaga, integrate yung mga idea din nyo habang nag-discuss ako. Okay? Another one is manifest in actual life an abiding faith in God as a reflection of their spiritual being. Okay, it's not a question in our country because we are a Christian country. Parang makikita mo talaga, lalong-lalo na ngayong pandemic, na maraming mga Pilipino ang nag-attend ng church. Even sa amin in our place, I am a Catholic and we have this couple. Before the pandemic, ang sabi ng priest, nasa 5, nasa 10 lang ang uma-attend ng church. Kumbaga bilang mo lang sa mga daliri mo. Pero nung dumating daw yung pandemic, parang kailangan na namin magpatayo ng bagong church, bagong chapel, kasi nga sumisikip na siya. And even in other barangays daw, they conduct hindi lang once a week na, hindi lang siya parang once a week na misa, kung saan nag-organize pa sila ng mga misa per purok. Yata dun sa Timagwab, they have already organized 2 or 3 na nagmimisa sila. And in our place, may schedule din na pagmisa, maliban sa Saturday. So, I hope, mas i-manifest pa natin yung faith na yan, not only as this pandemic persists, but sana kahit matapos na yung pandemic, we would still be live a life, abiding in our faith in God. Parang sabi dito, iwasan natin yung, hindi ko alam kung may prinsipyo kayong ganito, yung Machiavellian principle, Machiavellian principle, wherein you are willing to risk your values as an individual just for the sake of your own, of your personal interest. You are willing to give up your values just because you want to satisfy your personal interest. You're willing to hurt other people para lang makuha yung gusto mo. Okay? Another one is the principles and guidelines under this values education program. Values education pursued at the national, regional, local, and institution level should be guided by the following general principles. Of course, ayan, it must be oriented toward the total person, your CAP, cognitive, affective, and your psychomotor. Ibig sabihin, your totality, your entirety as an individual. It must take into consideration the unique role of family, the role of one's family in personal development and integration in society and nation. Kaya nga, parang minsan, alam nyo, yung ang hirap na kahit gusto mong ma-develop ang values sa mga bata. Pero yung sa mga magulang nila ay nakikita mo yung mga gawain na hindi maganda. And they are not concerned. Kumbaga, they are not alarmed sa mga pinapakita nilang ugali. Siguro, yun yung, kumbaga, kahirapan ng values education. Kasi nga, there is a teacher factor, pero there is also the role of the family. And minsan, mahirap kalaban ang role ng family. Okay? May role ang teacher, pero, yun nga, mahirap kalaban kung yung pinapakita na values na ugali ng isang family at hindi pleasing, kahit pa ipilit ni teacher, hindi siya maa-absorb agad ng isang bata. Okay? Another one, in the school context, more important than lesson plans and any list of values are the teachers themselves, okay? Who have the proper sense of values, awareness of their inner worth, and utmost respect for the person of the other. Okay, di ba ang bigat? Lalo na rito pag mababasa ninyo soon, pag nagkaroon kayo ng teaching profession, yung tinatawag natin code of ethics, no? As teachers, we should know how to abide for that code of ethics for us, kumbaga, to have a proper sense of values, for us to become a good role model to our students. At hindi yan madali ha. Hindi madali maging teacher. Ibig sabihin, if you want to become a good role model, teachers are, kumbaga, prohibited to, based on our code of ethics, you are prohibited to do gambling, liquors, other vices, smoking, mga bagay na gano'n na kung titignan mo, normal sa ordinary life. But in the life of teachers, medyo mahirap po siya. Maraming mga restrictions how to be a role model teacher. And dapat yun pa lang, mapagnilay-nilayan nyo na kung ano yung mga values na sa tingin nyo ay taliwas sa landas nating mga teachers. Okay. Values, especially kayo kasi ang tuturuan nyo elementary. So, dapat, as much as possible, lahat ng ipapakita nyo sa estudyante ay mga appealing na ugali. Okay? Kasi nga, immature, hindi naman immature, but they are not totally mature to make decisions for themselves. Unlike, halimbawa, kami, you as our students, we believe that you are mature enough to take your own personal decisions, no? Pero kapag mga bata kasi yung mga yan, madali silang ma-influensyahan. Sabi ni teacher ko, ganito. Nakita ko si teacher ko naninigarilyo, parang feeling nila okay lang yun kasi yun na ay ginagawa ng teacher. Si teacher ko, nakita ko ganito. Gagawin ko din yun kasi yun yung si teacher ko. Naniniwala ako sa kanya, may respeto ako sa kanya. Okay? Nakukuha niya yung punto. Another one, Values conceptual framework. The values education framework here in described is intended as a guide and form of teaching aids and in the implementation of these values education program by DEC, Department of Education, Culture, and Sports. So, what it is not? Ano daw ano sabi niya? What it is not? So, it is not prescriptive. Anong ibig sabihin yan? No? Values, what would be the values found in this values education framework shall not be imposed or shall not uh, be taught to these learners by force. No? It shall not be imposed. It is not exhaustive. Ibig sabihin, hindi dapat lahat ng values na makikita sa values education framework na ito ay kumbaga ma-integrate or matutunan lahat ng bata or ang tawag nito, ma-absorb lahat ng bata, ma-imbibe nila. No, it's not. It makes no statement on regional, local, and institutional needs and priorities. It should be general kasi nga, with this values education framework will be utilized in the whole country. So, dapat wala siyang kili-kilingang region or mga locality. Ayan. Kasi nga, for every locality, for every region, they will still make their own values education roadmap na kung saan i-identify nila kung ano yung values that would be applicable in their situation, in their context, in their community, in their society. Okay, what it is? What is this values education framework? It is, sabi niya dyan, it is descriptive. Kasi nga hindi siya prescriptive dito. Descriptive lang siya because it tries to describe, it tries to define, no? What are these desirable values education system that would be important for understanding an individual, a person, no? And it is conceptual. It contains belief na that should be internalized, but it is not exhaustive. Na it's individuals shall not be pressured to learn all those values, to all those lists of values, and it is intended to be applicable in varying degrees to all three levels of education system. Ayan. Titignan mo ngayon kung ano ang developmentally appropriate for the three levels for the curriculum. Kumbaga, in development of curriculum, kailangan mong isip, kailangan mong sagatin in Ilocano kung ano yung applicable sa elementary, sa secondary, sa college. And from that would be the basis of your curriculum development. And it is broad and flexible enough for the adaptation of specific context. Kaya nga sabi dito, it should be based, the values education program should be based on the need of the specific community or society na gagamit. Okay, another one, its uses. It is desirable that regions, localities, and institutions construct their own values map, which clearly defines what are their priorities, suited to their distinct context, to their peculiar context and needs. Maaring iba ang values map ng Tarlac sa Manila. Okay? This DEX framework should be of help in such tasks. Kaya nga framework lang siya, parang it's your basic. Pero, ikaw pa rin ang magde-develop kung ano yung suited sa'yo kasi ikaw yung gagamit. Parang gano'n. Classroom teachers, syllabi constructors, and curriculum planners may use it to identify which values are to be targeted in specific courses and programs. The DEX framework may also serve as a frame of reference in the reform and revision of Operative Filipinos. Ayan. Ito minsan natitest kung anong values ang mas pinapahalagahan natin. Okay? Halimbawa, sabi niya dito, against the background of the framework, pakikisama should be seen as something to be prized but not at the expense of personal integrity. Pero in reality, di ba, minsan, hinahayaan natin mawala yung integridad natin kasi mas pinipili natin yung pakikisama natin sa mga kaibigan natin. Di ba? There are those instances in our own life. And another one is, ito, yung utang na loob. No? Minsan, kahit hindi ka nag-a-agree doon, pero dahil may utang na loob ka sa kanya, no? Yung integrity mo bilang isang tao, willing ka i-compromise yun. Okay? So, parang sabi niya dito, it serves as a framework. Kung ano ba yung papahalagahan mo. Okay? So, balikan natin yung philosophy, which is the man at the center of these values. No? The values education framework herein presented is based on the rational understanding, that is to say, a philosophy of human person. More specifically, ito na naman, it is grounded on rational understanding of the Filipino in his historical and cultural context, which undergirds the Philippine Constitution of 1987, that understanding of Filipino as human being in society, and his role in shaping of the society and the environment may be reconstructed from the various statements of the Constitution and expressed in the following summary manner. The human person is the subject of education. He is a human person learning and being taught. You're the subject. And also, you are the object. The human person is at the center of the curriculum and the entire program. Kaya nga dapat, ang values education program natin, it should be child-centered. It should be learner-centered. Meaning, no, you are recognizing who are these individuals. You are prioritizing their needs, their interests. How do you respect their individuality as a person? Okay? Human person is, ayan, multidimensional. Okay. Meaning, no, you as an individual, you interact with different people. Hindi lamang ikaw, no? You as a person in the society, you as a learner, you as a teacher, but you as a person in the community. And how do you, as an individual in community, how do you contribute to make this community progress? Diba? And human person is an individual self-conscious being of incalculable value in himself. Bakit? Nakukwenta mo ba kung ilang level, meron siyang 90% level of honesty. 20% lang ang kanyang freedom. Nami-measure mo ba? No. You have incalculable value. We cannot calculate or we cannot just weigh in or determine, how much level of value you possess. And another one, a person who cannot be a mere instrument. You are not just a mere instrument of the society and state, but you are a composite of body and soul. Okay, you are an embodied spirit. Hence, you have your physical, intellectual, moral, and spiritual well-being that should be regarded by our state. Okay? Another one, the human person, however, does not live in isolation, but in community with other persons. Physical, intellectual, moral, spiritual like himself. He is inevitably social. Kung babalikan natin yung foundations of education noon, it is learning to live together. Diba? You, you are not live, no man is an island, but we are living in a complex world wherein as individuals, no, we should know how to live together in harmony, in peace. Yes. He belongs to a family, which is the basic unit of our society from our constitution, yeah, the foundation of nation, as well as to wider and more complex society of men and women. Being social, he participates in defining the goals and the destinies of community in achieving the common good. No? Being a social individual or PE, you should play that role, no? Or you should ang tawag dito, you should act on that role by participating in your community kapag may mga meeting, assemblies, or may mga kailangan decisions for the community, ayan. Kailangan yung i-raise kung mayroon kayong concern or you have a good idea to share, ayan. Kasi we are living na hindi lang para sa sarili natin, no? But we are living for other people, no? Ito, another one, he is also economic. Life in a community involve the concerns of livelihood, sufficiency, production, and consumption. So, yung isang mga recent news ngayon dito, yung about sa mga pork and even for the chicken, di ba? Nagkaroon yata ng tawag nito, yung hindi pagbebenta sa Manila ng 2 days because they are raising their voice kasi ang gusto ng nakalimutan ko yung specific sector. Nakalimutan ko, sorry. Ang gusto ng sino yung nanonood ng news dito? Nakalimutan ko naman yung tawag natin sa mga nagbibigay ng mga suggested pricing. Baka matulungan niyo ako. You may type in. Ano na yung term? Ayan, DTI. Kasi hindi nila kaya, malulugi daw sila. So, that's one of being economic. They are voicing out. Sabi nila, hindi naman nila, kumbaga, intention na taasan yung presyo, but because the cost of having their piggeries, yung mga expenses nila ay tumataas daw. And sabi naman ng mga nagbababoy, mataas daw kasi ang mga presyo ng mga feeds. Kung saan yung mga nagbebenta ng mga feeds naman na yan, ay parang binabawi daw nila kasi they were bankrupted nung nagkaroon ng ASF na kung saan pinatay ng government ang lahat ng baboy nila pero hindi naman binayaran kaya nalugi sila and in turn yun nga medyo nagkaroon ng increase sa mga presyo which then affects everyone. Okay? Another one, ay eto, in terms sa economic, no, kung pansinin nyo, with the advent of this pandemic, marami sa atin ang nag-into business, no? Pero bakit kung saan pagkadami-dami ng nag-business, doon naman bumababa ang nagde-depreciate ang ating mga economy, no? The price of goods. Hindi ko alam anong problema natin. Masyadong malaki ang impact ng COVID-19 pandemic. And sa tingin ko ay medyo matagal pa bago makabawi ang Pilipinas. No, kung namamalengke kayo, siguro mararamdaman niyo ako that ang mahal ng mga bilihin and yet yung sahod natin hindi naman siya nagbago, hindi naman siya lumaki. Pero because of this pandemic, ang laki ng pagbabago pagdating sa budgeting. Okay? Lastly, he is a political. You are a political individual wherein you must exercise your right of suffrage. Huwag kang magreklamo kung anong nangyayari sa Pilipinas kung hindi ka naman nagboboto ng tama. Okay? Ganun lang yun, no? If you want to contribute for our social progress, gamitin mo yung right of suffrage mo ng tama. Hindi nakatanggap ka lang ng 200 tapos reklamo ka ng reklamo bakit mahirap ang Pilipinas. Diba? Okay, so ito yung mga present ko sa inyo that those were based on this one. Lakihan ko lang ng konti. 1997, ayun yung lumaki. 1997 revised version of the DEX Values Education Program, UNESCO National Commission of the Philippines Education Committee Project. Ayan. Okay. Sabihan niyo ako pag time na ha. Medyo hindi ko pa naayos yung laptop ko. Wait lang, set ko na nga sa cellphone. Oh, 4:20 na pala. May next klase kayo? Sorry.
Yes, ma'am.
So 11 pa lang kasi sa laptop ko. Okay, next time ayusin ko na lang yung laptop ko. Okay, sige. Next time you remind me that we will resume our discussion on the core or related values. Okay, sorry, hindi ko napansin yung time. Okay, any more questions?
Wala na po.
Wala na, okay. Sige, you may leave now. And I'm sorry, next week pala ay inyong activity week. Tama?
Yes, ma'am.
Next week, okay. Next week na lang ako mag-upload din ng activity. So for the meantime, we will end our discussion and after 2 weeks, we will resume our discussion. Okay, any more questions?
Wala na ho.
Okay, kung wala nang tanong, babay na. Para hindi kayo mali sa next class ninyo.
Bye, ma'am. Thank you po.
Thank you po, ma'am.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye, ma'am. Thank you po.
Thank you, ma'am.
Lovely.